Good evening. Sammy and I would like to welcome you to Star City Music Studio's Community Concert Series. Just a few announcements before we begin tonight's performance. Restrooms are located in the hallway just outside the doors that you came in. We would ask that if you need to leave during the performance, if you could wait for moments of applause or in between pieces, we would appreciate that. Also, if you could please take a moment to check that your cell phones are silenced or anything else that might make noise during the performance. Please join us afterwards for a reception at the rear of the hall. We'll have punch and cookies. There are two pieces of paper that we want to make sure that you picked up on your way in. The first is our Community Concert Series playbill as information about everything that we did this year and our advertisers. I just wanted to highlight a few events that are going to be happening in the next few months. It's hard to believe, but we are almost finished with the 2017-2018 season. On Saturday, April 21st at 10 a.m. in the morning, we're going to have our second annual studio student competition, and that'll be right here in this hall with our guest judge, John Wright. It's an open audition format, so the students who are competing will come up on stage and perform, and that is open to the public. And then on Saturday, May 19th, we have our two spring studio recitals at 6 and 7:30 p.m. And that includes our annual awards ceremony and our featured faculty performance. And the performer will be announced soon. Just want to preview next year's concert series. We will have Charlie Bernard sometime in the fall. He'll perform a trumpet recital for us. And we will have the 2017 National Hammer Dulcimer Champion. She'll be performing, and that the date and a month will be, we're going to be figuring all that out soon. And as always, we'll have student performances and featured faculty performances throughout the year. But if you miss us over the summer, there's a couple of other events coming up. Actually, this month, let me mention, I'm going to give a personal plug out. On Sunday, March 18th at 4 p.m., we had to go around and around for a time because things kept coming up on our end. But Dr. Kevin Nordstrom, viola instructor at Wright State, and yours truly will be performing a recital of music for viola and piano written by women composers, and that's at Grace Lutheran Church in West Carrollton. And that is also a free recital. We love when we have the opportunity to go over to Grace and perform. They're always very welcoming. And then this summer, if you're not a Miamisburg native, you may not realize that this is Miamisburg's bicentennial. And there have actually been events going on already this year, but the big week-long celebration is happening in June, June 16th through June 23rd. And Star City Music Studios is very proud to be a part of several events. On Sunday, June 17th, we're going to be taking part in Religious Heritage Sunday. The details of it have not entirely been worked out, but it's going to include a hymn sing, and we'll be performing at that event. And then there's a finale concert of the DPO Concert Orchestra on Saturday, June 23rd, to be followed by fireworks down at Riverfront Park. And we are going to be providing the entertainment up until the DPO performs. And we're going to be doing something with American music, piano related, on stage down there. So please do join us for that. So where can you find all of this information? Please visit our website, starcitymusicstudios.com. Like us on Facebook, or you can like us, follow us on Twitter at Star City Music. We're always posting about these upcoming events. Or just ask us. We're happy to always talk to you about these upcoming events. If you've not noticed, this is not a trumpet up here on the stage. We had scheduled Charlie Bernard to do a recital tonight, and due to some unforeseen circumstances, he was not able to be with us tonight. So as I said earlier, he does want to join us in the fall. We're going to announce that date soon, so he will be back with us in the fall of 2018. But at the very, very late notice of Monday afternoon, Leslie Stratton was nice enough to step in and do a recital of harp music, and we are so excited to have her. We did not expect on such short notice to get a musician of her caliber here this evening. She is currently the principal harpist with the Dayton Philharmonic Orchestra. This is the other piece of paper that I encourage you to pick up on the music stand over there that has her full bio. She has performed in quite a number of symphonies and other groups. I do want to highlight that she currently directs Harps of Grace here in Dayton, which is a group of 14 harpists who perform together on a regular basis in the area. And she also has recorded quite a number of pieces, and she has CDs on sale on the side table there for $15. That includes tax, so if you're interested in purchasing one of those, you can talk to either Sammy or me or Leslie after the performance. Again, we're very happy to have Leslie here tonight. Delighted that she was able to do this performance. So let's welcome Leslie Stratton to the stage.
There we go. Then it was the Handel Concerto in B flat. And some of you may recognize it was originally for the organ, and the harpist sort of adapted it and stole it from the organ literature, and it's actually become more well known at this point as a harp piece than as an organ piece. But that was the first movement, the Allegro from the Concerto in B flat by George Friedrich Handel. Next, I've got two romantic pieces for you by Alphonse Hasselmann. The first is a lovely nocturne, and the second one is called La Source. La Source means the brook, and I think you'll see why it is called the brook. So first the nocturne, and then the brook. I was instructed to turn this on. Can you see why that was called the brook?
Yes.
It's flowing along just like the river goes. So very beautiful music. Alphonse Hasselmann was a harpist, and the music that he wrote was very idiomatic for the instrument and just makes the instrument sound good. So we enjoy his pieces that he has created for the harp. I thought it would be fun this evening for you to experience all the different types of music that the harp can play. Many people believe it's just a classical instrument and that it only plays things like what you just heard. It's not true. So what I thought I would do next is just hit a lot of different genres of music here. I have two things that come from the Irish-Scottish department, and they are Danny Boy, and then two Scottish reels, Glenlivet and Marry Me Now. I have to admit, too, that harpists steal quite a bit from the piano literature. So I'll tell you some differences between the harp and the piano in a little bit here, but this next one I think needs no introduction. I think you'll know it, and if you don't, I'll tell you at the end. But it's stolen from the piano literature. Claire de Lune, of course. But of course I understand I'm a little prejudiced, but don't you think it sounds really nice on the harp? I don't know what Debussy was thinking, why he didn't just write it for the harpist. But I like the piano too. I'm a pianist as well, so but it just sounds like it lends itself to the harp. The next group of pieces I'm going to play for you, we're going to play a little Name That Tune, and these are jazz standards. Now, the reason that I wanted to play some different kinds of music for you tonight is just to show you a little bit about what this instrument can do. It is set up totally differently from a piano. So all of you know that the piano has white notes and black notes. On the harp, essentially, all we have are the white notes. And in order to make the black notes, we have to move foot pedals on the harp. You've probably seen me shuffling pedals down here. And what you have is you have a pedal for each note of the scale. And when you move, for instance, the C pedal, it's going to move all the Cs. Let me demonstrate that. So you have 3 notes on every string when you move those pedals. But one of the reasons why you don't hear jazz played on the harp all that much is because no one wants to deal with all the pedal changes involved to get the multiple chord changes that are often happening in jazz music. So it is a lot of footwork. Sometimes when I've worked on either classical pieces that have a lot of chromaticism, in other words, a lot of white notes to black notes, or some of my jazz pieces that I play, I've actually gotten shin splints from moving my feet around and stomping on pedals so much. So this next group of pieces, you're going to see a lot of that, and that's what's going on as I'm trying to get the different chord changes and the notes needed for the jazz chords. But I forget how many tunes are in this little medley. I want to see if you can name some of them when I get done. So there's about 6 tunes here. Some of them more familiar than others, so hopefully you'll be able to do a little Name That Tune, and we'll see if you name the different pieces that I'm playing. what tunes did you hear? Did you recognize any of them?
Yes.
All of them. Can you name any of them?
Yes.
Girl from Ipanema, The Way You Look Tonight, Fall in Love, Let's Fall in Love,
And
Falling Leaves.
How High the Moon. That was the last one. I think that was it.
Yes, the last one. How High the Moon was the last one. The Falling Leaves.
That was it. Yeah, you did well. You did well. Had to remember. But did you see all the foot movement that's involved? So it's just a little tricky. It's very easy to miss one. In which case, when you miss a pedal, you just literally cannot play the right notes. You just can't. So you have to find it and get it back and make sure that you get them. And just for interest's sake, I'm reading off of chord charts, not arranged music. So it just means I'm seeing the chord and having to remember what foot pedals need to be changed to get to that particular chord. So it puts a whole different little ingredient in the jazz playing to have to do that. Next, I've got for you a piece. I didn't really think about this until right now. This is a piece stolen from the guitar literature. Really, truly, there are some harp pieces. I'm going to finish with a harp piece. But this is the Asturias, and I'm sure you'll recognize it from the guitar literature. Lovely piece of music. I thought I would do one from the folk song department, and that would be Amazing Grace. Many of you may not know that that's a folk tune, but it is, and a beautiful piece of music, so Amazing Grace. I don't know if you heard that bell-like sound that I was making on the harp. That's a harmonic is what we call it. And what we're doing is we're using the heel of the hand to cut the string in half, and you play the top half of the string, and it gives you the octave higher than the string you're playing, but it also gives you that quality, that harmonic quality that's so pretty. This is my last number. It's called Etude in E-flat. It was written by Felix Godefroy. And all I can tell you about Mr. Godefroy is that he must have had very, very large hands. Because the stretches that he asks the harpists to do are a little abnormal. So we're really working very hard to make the reaches work on his music. He wrote about 5 or 6 things, I think 3 or 4 solos and then a concerto, and all of them have those extreme stretches on them. This piece also makes use of the harmonics on the harp quite a bit, And so you'll hear some of those harmonics on this one as well. So I hope you enjoyed experiencing the harp and enjoy the Etude in E flat by Felix Godefroy.
If anybody wants punch, it is ready.